Hey Gemini, I need to sit down with you right now because what I am seeing in these cards is something that honestly made me pause and go, wait, what is actually happening here? I pulled cards for you today and let me tell you something. The universe is literally setting up the most incredible series of events for your life, and you do not even realize it yet. Like I am sitting here looking at these cards and I cannot help but feel this overwhelming sense of excitement because what is coming for you is not just good, it is transformational in ways you have not even imagined possible. Before I dive into the specific cards, I want you to understand something really important. The energy surrounding you right now is not about small wins or minor improvements. We are talking about fundamental shifts in your reality, the kind of changes that will make you look back a year from now and think, how did my life transform so completely? And the wildest part is that you are probably going about your daily routine right now thinking things are just normal, maybe even feeling a bit stuck or uncertain. But behind the scenes, the universe has been orchestrating something massive for you. Okay, so the first card that came through for you is the Three of Pentacles, and I need to explain why this card appearing right now is so significant. The Three of Pentacles is all about mastery, collaboration, and being recognized for your skills and expertise. But here's what makes this so powerful for you specifically as a Gemini. You know how you have all these different skills and interests and talents, and sometimes it feels like you are scattered or like you are doing too many things at once? Well, this card is telling me that all of those diverse abilities you have been developing, sometimes without even realizing you were building towards something bigger, they are about to come together in the most beautiful way. What I am seeing here is that you are entering a phase where your unique combination of skills is going to be exactly what is needed for an opportunity that is coming your way. Think about it like this. You know how Geminis are naturally good at connecting different ideas and seeing patterns that other people miss? That ability is about to become your greatest asset. I am seeing a situation where you are going to be brought into something. Whether it is a project, a job opportunity, a creative venture, or even a community or group, and people are going to look at what you bring to the table and recognize that you have something special. But it is more than just recognition. The Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration with people who are at your level or even above your level in terms of skill and expertise. This means you are going to find yourself working alongside people who challenge you in the best way possible, who push you to be better, who appreciate the unique perspective you bring. And through this collaboration, you are going to create something that is genuinely excellent. Not just good, not just okay, but something that stands out and has lasting value. I am also picking up on something else with this card. For some of you watching this, you might have been feeling like your talents have not been properly appreciated or recognized. Maybe you have been working hard but feeling like you are not getting the acknowledgement you deserve. Or maybe you have been underestimating your own abilities. This card is confirmation that recognition is coming, and it is coming from people whose opinions actually matter. These are not going to be empty compliments. These are going to be people who truly understand the value of what you bring and who can actually help elevate you to the next level. The second card that came through is the Lovers, and oh my goodness, Gemini. This is your card in the tarot deck, so when it shows up in a reading about your future, it carries extra weight and significance. Now, the Lovers is often interpreted as being about romantic relationships, and yes, for many of you watching, there is definitely a romantic component to what is coming. But I want to go deeper than that because the Lovers is really about so much more than just romance. At its core, the Lovers is about alignment. It is about choices that align with your true self, about finding harmony between different aspects of your life, about bringing together dualities in a way that creates something beautiful. And as a Gemini, you know better than anyone about dualities, right? You have got that twin energy. You understand complexity. You can see multiple sides of every situation. Well, this card is telling me that you are entering a period where all those different parts of yourself, all those different desires and dreams and aspects of your personality, they are going to find a way to coexist and actually complement each other rather than feeling at odds. On the romantic front specifically, what I am seeing is incredibly beautiful. For those of you who are single, there is an energy of meeting someone who just gets you on a level that feels almost uncanny. You know how rare it is to meet someone who can keep up with the way your mind works, who appreciates your need for variety and stimulation, who does not try to pin you down or make you choose between different parts of yourself. That person is coming into your orbit, and the connection is going to feel different from anything you have experienced before because it will be based on genuine understanding and mutual respect and a kind of mental connection that lights you up from the inside. For those of you already in relationships, the Lover suggests a deepening and a renewal. You and your partner are going to reach a new level of understanding and alignment. Maybe there have been areas where you felt misunderstood or where you had to compromise parts of yourself. that dynamic is shifting. You are moving into a phase where your relationship allows you to be more of yourself, not less, and that is when the real magic happens. But beyond romance, the Lovers is also about making choices that honor your authentic self. I am seeing that you have a significant choice coming up, and unlike those agonizing decisions where you feel torn between equally appealing options, or where you feel like any choice you make will mean sacrificing something important, this choice is going to become clear to you. You are going to have a moment of clarity where you suddenly know, like really know, deep in your bones, what the right path forward is. And when you make that choice and commit to it, everything else is going to start falling into place in ways that confirm you made the right decision. The third card here is Temperance. And this is such a powerful card to appear in the context of everything we have been talking about. Temperance is all about balance, harmony, alchemy, and divine timing. After the Lovers talking about choices and alignment, Temperance is basically saying, okay, now let me show you what happens when you make aligned choices and allow things to unfold at the right pace. You know how sometimes you get impatient, Gemini? You want things to happen fast. You want results immediately. You get bored if progress feels too slow. Well, Temperance is asking you to trust in divine timing right now. What is being created in your life is not something that can be rushed. It is like the card shows an angel carefully pouring liquid between two cups, mixing and blending different elements to create something new. That is what is happening in your life right now. Different elements, different opportunities, different aspects of your journey. They are all being blended together by forces beyond your control, and the result is going to be something more than the sum of its parts. I am getting a really strong message here about patience paying off in huge ways. Maybe you have been working toward something for a while and feeling frustrated that it is not materialized yet. Maybe you have been developing a skill or pursuing a goal and wondering when you are going to see real results. Temperance is telling me that the timing is actually perfect, even if it does not feel like it right now. Everything that needed to happen in the background has been happening. All the pieces that needed to be in place are coming together. And when things finally click into place, you are going to see why it all had to happen exactly the way it did and exactly when it did. There is also something here about moderation and finding the middle path. Maybe you have been going to extremes in some area of your life, either working too hard and burning yourself out, or maybe pulling back too much and not putting in enough effort. Temperance is about finding that sweet spot where effort and ease coexist, where you are working toward your goals but also allowing space for rest and rejuvenation, where you are ambitious but also present and grateful for what you have right now. The fourth card that came through is the Hermit. And okay, this might seem like an unusual card to appear in a reading about dreams being granted and experiencing supreme things, but stay with me because what the Hermit is showing me is actually crucial to everything else that is coming for you. The Hermit represents inner wisdom, introspection, and finding truth through solitude and reflection. And here is why this matters so much for you right now. Everything that is coming to you, all these incredible opportunities and transformations and blessings, they are not going to come through external seeking, or through frantically chasing after things, or through desperately trying to make things happen. They are going to come through a place of inner knowing and clarity. The Hermit is telling me that you are being called to spend some time in reflection, to really get quiet with yourself and tune into your own inner guidance system. I know as a Gemini, you are naturally oriented outward. You love interaction and communication and gathering information from the world around you. But right now, there is a calling to turn that curiosity inward. What do you really want? Not what society says you should want. Not what looks good on paper. Not what would make other people happy or impressed. But what would make your soul sing? What would make you feel truly fulfilled and alive and like you are living your life and not someone else's version of what your life should be? The Hermit is also about wisdom and becoming a guide for others. I am seeing that through your own journey of self-discovery and your own experiences, you are going to gain insights that will be valuable not just for you, but for other people as well. Some of you might find yourselves in teaching or mentoring roles. Others might share your journey and wisdom through different creative channels. But the point is that your inner work is going to have external impact in ways you cannot quite see yet. There is also something about the Hermit regarding timing. Sometimes we need to step back from the noise and the constant stimulation to really hear what the universe is trying to tell us. If you have been feeling drawn to take some time for yourself, to be a bit more introspective, to pull back from social obligations or constant activity, honor that calling. It is not antisocial or weird. It is necessary preparation for what is coming. You are not withdrawing from life. You are going deeper into yourself so that when the opportunities arrive, you will be clear and centered and ready to receive them fully. Now, the fifth card is the Two of Pentacles, and this is bringing in an interesting energy that speaks to something very fundamental about who you are as a Gemini. The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling, balancing multiple priorities, adaptability, and staying flexible in the face of change. And here is what I find really interesting about this card showing up here. It is not warning you about being overwhelmed or scattered. Instead, it is actually confirming that your natural ability to handle multiple things at once is going to be a huge advantage moving forward. What I am seeing is that the opportunities coming to you are not going to be simple or one-dimensional. You are not going to just get one good thing happening. You are going to have multiple positive things unfolding simultaneously, and your ability to adapt and flex and manage different priorities is going to allow you to take advantage of all of them rather than having to choose just one. This is what makes you different from other signs. Where someone else might feel stressed by having multiple opportunities, you actually thrive in that kind of environment. The Two of Pentacles also talks about flow and rhythm. I am seeing you finding a rhythm in your life, where things that used to feel difficult or like they required huge amounts of effort start to feel more natural and flowing. It is like when you learn to juggle, and at first you have to concentrate so hard on every single movement, but then at some point it clicks and you find the rhythm and suddenly you are just flowing and it feels almost effortless. That is the energy you are moving into. There is also a message here about financial flexibility and resourcefulness. The Two of Pentacles often appears when someone is managing their resources well and finding creative ways to make things work. I am seeing that any financial concerns you have been having are going to start resolving themselves in unexpected ways. Money is going to come from multiple sources rather than just one, which actually creates more stability even though it might look chaotic from the outside. Your ability to be resourceful and adaptable is going to open up income streams or financial opportunities that other people might not even notice. The sixth card that came through is the Eight of Cups, and I will be honest. When this card first appeared, I had to sit with it for a moment because it seems like a card about leaving and walking away, and that might seem contradictory to a reading about having everything you want. But then I tuned into the deeper message and I realized this is actually one of the most powerful cards in your reading. The Eight of Cups is about having the courage to walk away from what no longer serves you, even if it looks good from the outside, even if other people think you are crazy for leaving, even if part of you is scared of the unknown. It is about listening to that inner voice that says there is something more out there for you, something better, something more aligned with who you are becoming. Here is what I am seeing for you, Gemini. Part of the reason why you are going to experience such supreme things and why your dreams are going to be granted is because you are going to have the courage to release what is no longer working. This might be a job that pays well but drains your soul. It might be a relationship that looks perfect on paper but does not truly fulfill you. It might be a living situation or a social circle or a version of yourself that you have outgrown. Whatever it is, you are going to reach a point where you just know it is time to move on. And here's the thing that is so important to understand about the Eight of Cups. The figure in the card is walking away at night, guided by the moon, which represents intuition and inner knowing. They are not walking away because of anger or bitterness or because something terrible happened. They are walking away because they can feel in their bones that their emotional and spiritual fulfillment lies elsewhere. That takes massive courage. And the fact that this card is here tells me you are going to find that courage within yourself. What makes this even more powerful is that walking away from what no longer serves you is going to create the space for all the incredible things we have been talking about to enter your life. You cannot hold on to the old and receive the new at the same time. The universe needs you to release your grip on what is familiar but unfulfilling so it can deliver what is truly meant for you. And when you take that leap of faith, when you trust yourself enough to walk away, the universe is going to catch you and deliver something so much better than what you left behind that you will wonder why you held on for so long. The seventh card is the Queen of Cups, and the energy of this card is absolutely beautiful in the context of your reading. The Queen of Cups represents emotional maturity, intuition, compassion, and the ability to nurture yourself and others from a place of genuine overflow rather than depletion. And what I am seeing here is that you are evolving into a version of yourself that is deeply connected to your emotional and intuitive wisdom. For Geminis, there can sometimes be a tendency to live in the mental realm, to analyze and think and communicate and gather information, and sometimes the emotional and intuitive aspects can get a bit neglected or pushed aside. But the Queen of Cups is telling me that you are developing a much richer relationship with your emotional world and your intuition, and this is going to be a source of power and wisdom for you moving forward. I am seeing you becoming someone who can hold space for deep emotions without being overwhelmed by them, someone who can be compassionate and empathetic without losing yourself in other people's problems, someone who trusts their gut feelings and intuitive hits, even when they cannot explain them logically. This emotional and intuitive development is actually going to guide you toward many of the supreme experiences that are coming your way. You are going to feel when something is right for you. You are going to sense when someone is trustworthy or when an opportunity is aligned with your highest good, and you are going to trust those feelings. The Queen of Cups also represents creativity that flows from emotional depth. I am seeing some of you channeling your emotional experiences and intuitive insights into creative expression that really resonates with people. Whether that is through art, writing, music, or any other medium, you are going to find that when you create from a place of emotional authenticity, it connects with people in profound ways. There is also a relationship aspect to the Queen of Cups. This card suggests that you are becoming someone who can offer real emotional intimacy and depth in your relationships. You are not just skimming the surface anymore. You are willing and able to go deep, to be vulnerable, to show up authentically. And that is going to attract people who can meet you at that level of depth, creating connections that are truly fulfilling and meaningful. The 8th card is the 9 of Pentacles, and oh, Gemini, this card is making me so happy for you because it represents abundance, independence, self-sufficiency, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. The 9 of Pentacles shows someone who has worked hard, who has developed their skills and resources, and who is now able to enjoy a life of comfort, beauty, and freedom. And that is exactly where you are headed. What I love about this card is that the abundance it represents is not about just having money or material things. It is about having the freedom to live life on your own terms. It is about being able to make choices based on what you want rather than what you can afford. It is about surrounding yourself with beauty and quality, and things that bring you genuine pleasure. It is about feeling secure and confident in your own abilities to create and maintain the life you desire. I am seeing that your hard work is about to pay off in really tangible ways. Whatever you have been building, whatever skills you have been developing, whatever goals you have been working toward, you are entering a harvest period where you get to actually enjoy the results. And it is going to feel so good, because you will know that you created this through your own efforts and abilities. There is a special kind of satisfaction that comes from self-made success, and that is what the 9 of Pentacles represents. This card also talks about independence and self-sufficiency. You are not going to need anyone to rescue you or take care of you, or give you permission to live the life you want. You are going to have the resources, the skills, and the confidence to stand on your own 2 feet and create your own opportunities. And paradoxically, when you reach that level of self-sufficiency, that is often when the best partnerships and collaborations show up because you are choosing them from a place of desire rather than need. I am also seeing a lifestyle upgrade indicated by this card. This could manifest as moving to a nicer place, being able to afford higher quality items, having more leisure time to pursue your interests, traveling to places you have always wanted to see, or simply having enough breathing room in your budget that you are not constantly stressed about money. The 9 of Pentacles is about enjoying life, and you are moving into a phase where you get to do more of that. The 9th card that came through is Death, and before anyone freaks out, let me explain why this is actually an amazing card to have in a reading about dreams being granted and experiencing supreme things. The Death card is not about literal death. It is about transformation, endings that make way for new beginnings, and the kind of profound change that allows you to be reborn into a new version of yourself and your life. Here is what makes this so powerful for you right now. Everything we have been talking about, all these incredible opportunities and transformations and blessings, they require you to let go of old versions of yourself and old patterns and old stories that no longer serve who you are becoming. The Death card is confirmation that you are in the middle of a major transformation, the kind that changes you at a fundamental level. Think about it like this. A caterpillar has to completely dissolve inside the cocoon before it can become a butterfly. There is no way to skip that dissolution phase. You cannot be partly caterpillar and partly butterfly. You have to let the old form completely transform. That is what is happening for you right now. Parts of your old identity, old ways of thinking, old behaviors and patterns, they are falling away not because there is anything wrong with you, but because you are evolving into something more. This might feel uncomfortable or scary at times. Change, even positive change, can be disorienting. You might find yourself questioning things you used to be certain about. You might notice that people or situations that used to feel comfortable now feel constricting. You might feel like you do not quite know who you are anymore. That is all normal and actually necessary for the transformation that is taking place. The Death card is also about releasing what you cannot control. There are certain things that are ending or changing in your life, and trying to hold on to them or prevent the change is only going to make things harder. The wisdom here is to trust the process of transformation, to let go gracefully, to trust that what is falling away is making room for something better to emerge. When you stop resisting the changes and instead allow yourself to flow with them, the transformation happens much more smoothly and you get to the other side faster. What I am seeing is that the version of you that emerges from this transformation is going to be so much more aligned with your true self, so much more powerful, so much more clear about what you want and who you are. And that clarity and alignment is what allows all the supreme experiences and granted dreams to actually land in your life, because you will finally be the version of yourself that is a vibrational match for those blessings. The 10th and final card in your reading is the Queen of Swords, and this card is bringing such a powerful energy of clarity, truth, and mental strength to close out your reading. The Queen of Swords represents someone who has been through challenges and come out the other side with wisdom. Someone who can see through illusions and get straight to the truth. Someone who communicates clearly and does not waste time on things that do not matter. What I am seeing with this card is that you are developing a level of mental clarity and discernment that is going to serve you incredibly well. You know how sometimes Geminis can get caught up in overthinking or seeing so many possibilities that it is hard to make decisions? The Queen of Swords energy is going to cut through all that noise and help you see what is real and what matters. You are going to become really good at distinguishing between what is worth your time and energy and what is just distraction. This card also talks about clear communication and speaking your truth. I am seeing you finding your voice in a more powerful way, being able to articulate what you think and feel and want without apologizing or softening your message to make other people comfortable. This does not mean being harsh or cruel. The Queen of Swords is not about that. It is about being honest and direct and clear, and trusting that the people who are meant for you will appreciate that authenticity. There is also an energy here of setting boundaries and not accepting less than you deserve. The Queen of Swords knows her worth, and she does not settle. She does not let people take advantage of her kindness or mistake her flexibility for weakness. You are developing that same energy, and it is going to protect you and ensure that as all these amazing things come into your life, you are only allowing in what is truly good for you and aligned with your highest good. I am also seeing that this mental clarity and sharp discernment is going to help you navigate the multiple opportunities that are coming your way. You are going to be able to quickly assess what is a genuine opportunity versus what is a distraction, what aligns with your goals versus what would take you off course, who is trustworthy versus who has hidden agendas. This ability to cut through to the truth quickly is going to be invaluable. So Gemini, when I look at all 10 of these cards together, what I am seeing is a complete picture of transformation and manifestation that is absolutely extraordinary. You have got the Three of Pentacles showing recognition and collaboration, the Lovers bringing alignment and meaningful connections, Temperance ensuring divine timing and balance, the Hermit calling you to inner wisdom, the Two of Pentacles highlighting your adaptability, the Eight of Cups giving you courage to release what no longer serves, the Queen of Cups developing your emotional and intuitive intelligence, the Nine of Pentacles delivering abundance and independence, Death transforming you at a fundamental level, and the Queen of Swords bringing mental clarity and truth. This is not just about one area of your life improving. This is about your entire reality upgrading to match who you are becoming and what you are truly capable of. The universe is literally orchestrating circumstances that will allow you to experience life at a level you have only dreamed about. And the most important thing to understand is that this is not random luck or chance. This is the natural result of the person you have been becoming, the work you have been doing even when you could not see immediate results, the growth you have been experiencing even when it felt uncomfortable or difficult. You are entering a phase where you get to live without limitations in ways you have not experienced before. Financial limitations are easing. Emotional limitations are dissolving. Mental blocks are clearing. Relationship limitations are transforming. You are moving into a space of genuine freedom where you can make choices based on what you truly want, rather than what you think is possible or realistic or safe. The dreams that are being granted are not just the surface-level wishes but the deep ones, the ones that connect to who you really are at your core. Maybe you have been wanting to feel truly seen and appreciated for your unique gifts, and that is coming. Maybe you have been longing for a sense of emotional safety and connection, and that is coming. Maybe you have been desiring financial freedom and the ability to live comfortably without constant stress, and that is coming. Maybe you have been craving work that feels meaningful and allows you to use all your diverse talents, and that is coming. What makes this so beautiful is that these things are not going to come at the expense of other areas of your life. This is not a situation where your career takes off but your personal life suffers, or where you find love but have to sacrifice your independence. The energy here is about integration and wholeness, about creating a life where all the different aspects work together and support each other. That is the supreme experience the cards are pointing to. A life where you do not have to choose between different versions of success or happiness but instead get to have it all. I want you to pay attention over the coming weeks and months to the synchronicities and opportunities that start showing up. When you see chances to collaborate with skilled people, say yes. When you feel drawn to make a change, even if it seems scary, trust that impulse. When you need time alone to reflect and tune in, honor that need. When opportunities come that allow you to use multiple skills at once, recognize that as the universe confirming you are on the right path. When something no longer feels right, even if it looks good on paper, have the courage to walk away. When you feel your intuition guiding you in a certain direction, follow it. When abundance starts flowing in, receive it with gratitude and without guilt. When you feel yourself transforming and changing, embrace it rather than resisting it. When you see situations clearly and need to speak your truth, do so with confidence. Everything is aligning for you, Gemini. Your dreams are not just being granted, they are being exceeded in ways you cannot even imagine yet. The supreme experiences that are coming are going to blow your mind and expand your sense of what is possible in your life. And you do not even know it yet because it is all still unfolding. But trust me when I tell you that your future self is going to look back at this time and recognize it as the turning point when everything changed for the better. The universe has been preparing you for this. Every challenge you have faced, every lesson you have learned, every skill you have developed, every moment of doubt you have pushed through, it has all been building toward this moment when you finally get to step into the life that has been waiting for you all along. You are so ready for this, even if you do not feel ready. You have everything you need inside you to receive and handle and make the most of everything that is coming. So stay open, stay flexible, stay true to yourself, and watch as the universe delivers on promises you did not even know it made to you. Your life is about to get really, really good, Gemini. Better than you have been allowing yourself to imagine. That is what these cards are showing me, and I am honestly so excited for you to experience it all. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to share these insights with you. I would love to know if any of this resonated with you or if you are already starting to see these energies playing out in your life. Feel free to share your experiences in the comments. I am sending you so much love and positive energy as you move into this incredible new chapter of your life.